Hey squad, my name is Stevie. I'm head of community here at OpenSea. Um, yeah, we're really excited about today. It's been fun to work with the different communities that we've onboarded onto OpenSea, and Arbitrum has certainly been one really strong. So excited to be here.
What's up, fam? My name is Baki. I'm a community manager here at OpenSea. I was kind of leading the creator outreach for Arbitrum and kind of getting to know the community a bit. And I gotta say, you guys are all awesome, and I was so happy to meet you and to meet the Arbitrum team. Super, super excited for today.
Awesome. And although I'm talking from the Arbitrum account currently, you guys will probably already know me. I'm Hunter, the community manager over here at Arbitrum. Pretty much like from day one, been inundating myself with the entire ecosystem for a while. So if you're building on Arbitrum, then I'm definitely no, I'm definitely not a new not a new face at all. And we also have David, who'll be joining us shortly. He's actually leading partnerships on the NFT slash gaming front. So he's kind of like an OG kind of NFT collector in his own right, generally. But recently we onboarded him onto our partnerships team to really kind of continue to grow the ecosystem from that perspective. But yeah, I think maybe like what makes sense is just like generally kind of just starting off with just like kind of like reflecting on just like launching on OpenSea generally. I know this is something that like uh our community has been wanting for quite some time. It's I think generally it's the kind of thing that like you know it's really important for a lot of these collections to be seen from not only like the current ecosystem that obviously surrounds it, in this case the Arbitrum ecosystem, right? But also just like the general public, essentially. And I think that's the market that OpenSea really taps into, and really is what excites a lot of people, especially like on our end. You know, people, we I guess you could technically say like even with all these exchange integrations that we have and all that stuff, and all the fiat on ramps that we have, uh, at this point, it's actually pretty easy to onboard to Arbitrum. So having OpenSea now is just like extra just visibility layer really just kind of amplifies our effect to just the general consumer, which is awesome. Also, David, are you on now? Are we good? I see David on, but we'll see. Baki, Stevie, on your front, like, what do you guys kind of see as like like being like the really value add here, having Arbitrum as kind of a an option now in OpenSea.
So I think it's a lot of things. You know, OpenSea, having offered uh, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Clayton, we, had a couple of layer ones. We had a side chain, but I think to have a proper L2 now to be able to offer to our community is something that's really meaningful, particularly one as, with as strong of a team as Arbitrum has had. Generally, we really feel strongly that the future is multi-chain. I think the more uh, high quality chains that we can continue to offer our community, the better it will be for us. And then also like the opportunity that we have to be able to share our platform with the Arbitrum NFT community, to be able to just expand the reach, expand the amount of hopeful buyers and investors into the chain, into the different projects. We see ourselves, or we see an opportunity to OpenSea be a lot of like an explorer in a way for individual community members who want to buy into different NFT projects. We see a really cool opportunity to just like again be the explorer where we can offer so many more different projects than any other marketplace. So I think incorporating Arbitrum and like the community as exciting as yours, and to be able to share that with many folks who maybe have only purchased on Ethereum in the past, is a really really cool opportunity to like double down on this goal of seeing the future as multi-chain. So yeah, we're super stoked about it.
Absolutely, Stevie. I completely agree with you. I got the honor to like meet a lot of amazing creators from Arbitrum, and I'm really excited for like those communities and the creators to like have such a big tool in their space to like utilize our platform and to keep building on it and to really showcase their projects. And we launched Open Rarity today so that your projects can now have this open source rarity tool as well. So I'm very excited about that.
No, it's funny. It definitely couldn't have been a better time for you to launch kind of both things at once. And it's I should also really just kind of start off really with just like just hats off to like the entire community over here like at Arbitrum. Frankly, like when we had first launched, we were really like we were like very DeFi heavy. I mean, like even nowadays, I mean, like the DeFi and Arbitrum is like extremely strong. I think on DeFi Llama we're like top 8, top 7, or something like that. Um, and so like so from the beginning, DeFi has been really like a great niche that we really hit. And NFTs was like one of the things that like we really focused on from a partnership perspective a lot to just make sure that we kind of built that up and made sure that it did well. And frankly, like it couldn't have gone any better, just thanks to the entire community that most of you are in the spaces currently, right? Like a lot of the a lot of the like early teams like from the NFT Alliance. I don't know if some of you guys remember that was definitely like a while ago. Huge, obviously, thanks to, of course, the people over at Treasure and like the partnership projects there as well. Those guys are an entire community on their own. Um, so it's just really cool to kind of like be bringing everything kind of together today and just making everything available to everybody. To me, that's kind of like just the biggest value add is just being able to kind of just go on OpenSea.io now and just check out the Arbitrum collections, which again to me is pretty awesome. I think also like kind of on the back of that, which is something I would love to kind of hear more from y'all about, is like a seaport. And I know from my understanding that was kind of like one of the biggest blockers for the addition of extra chains to be added on OpenSea. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but I'd love to hear a little bit more about how Seaport enabled all this to happen.
Yeah, I can talk a little about this, and sorry I was running a few minutes late, but hey everyone, my name is Parth. I'm a PM on OpenSea involved with chain expansion. Just want to say how excited I am that OpenSea is now in Arbitrum and that we have this like really strong partnership. It's been really cool to just watch the community like kind of grow and as Hunter mentioned, like yeah, it was very DeFi. Like I first got into Arbitrum because of DeFi. But it's been cool to see kind of the NFT ecosystem start to develop, and I think like we're just going to continue to over the next like couple of months and years and forward, right? Going to Seaport specifically, like I think this is actually one of the things that enables it. So just as some context for folks, Seaport is our core marketplace contract, and it allows it's like one of the most gas efficient contracts ever written. We have a wizard internally named Zero Age who wrote the entire thing, and we basically were working on that for several months, and we launched it on Ethereum, and now we still have on Polygon coming on Clayton as well. But that actually enables us to like expand to new chains really quickly. It gives us a standardized way to import a lot of different listings, to make transactions. It also enables us like if and there's any new marketplace features we launch, we can add it immediately to Arbitrum. So, for example, when we launch Arbitrum, we launch it with collection and with trade offers and any new and like we have a bunch of things kind of in the pipeline, like everything will always come to the Arbitrum ecosystem. And that's one of the things that I think is beautiful about crypto, right? Because you just have this interoperability across everything. And the minute you have like one change here, you can easily make it happen. And I think that's just what helps new projects and stuff grow. And so that's kind of a little bit on the Seaport side of things. But and Hunter, thanks for also having us on here.
No, and you know what? That is definitely like great to hear. I think that it's just it's very funny just because I know like I had been looking at the NFT space like for a while now, like kind of like back in the days where it was like really only I think it was really only you guys and Rarible way back then. And at that point, no one really cared about NFTs. And I just remember searching through both marketplaces. And it's I don't know. It's just like one of those like it's one of those moments where it's like who knew like a year, 2 years later, like you'd be like this behemoth of like behemoth in a good way, as in like like behemoth of an exchange where it's like you're kind of like the go to solution here for guess I think you put it correctly. Like exploring NFTs, which the name OpenSea really matches so well. Like literally like the Internet Explorer for NFTs, I should say. I guess Google is probably better analogy, right? I,
Hunter, you were real OG if you were back in the OpenSea wearable days.
oh yeah, I could go into more of the details there, but I won't. I think then maybe like on the back of that, why was or why was Arbitrum One the first choice for y'all to kind of expand to post Seaport, or at least like in the most immediate term? Because I think the last chain you guys onboarded was Solana, but I think that may have been like a couple months ago now.
Yeah, I can add a little bit of color to this. So kind of how we think about chain expansions, and in addition to Arbitrum, yeah, we launched on a couple months ago, and we've had Polygon and Clayton. And for those not familiar, Clayton's like a more localized South Korean blockchain run by Kakao. The way we think about new chain expansions is a function around the what are the types of interesting projects that are happening, what activities happening, the technology, and then the team and community as well. And on all those three aspects, like I think Arbitrum was very much high on our list. I think from a technology standpoint, like I think we were actually very closely watching the Nitro upgrades, and just like I think becoming like one of the first L2s that have is like not only onboarded a bunch of new users, but have solved some of the scaling issues at Ethereum was incredibly impressive to us. And so that was one thing that we kept on looking from to see kind of okay, is this technology working? Is it actually scaling? And we're just super impressed by your team to be able to do that. And then of course the community aspect, right? Like I think Arbitrum's captured a lot of like OG ETH users, and that's actually really important to us because I think there's some ones who helped build the space originally, and it's cool to see their migration onto this L2. And then of course NFT activities, right? Like it's more nascent, but yes, you do have other marketplaces, you have other like projects and stuff that have propped up. It's been cool to kind of see how they develop like more organic and native grounds up communities, and for us that's very attractive, right? Like we actually like want people to like work together and like organically like create activity in something rather than being like okay, here's like a couple different brands and we're just bringing a lot of that in. And I think that mirrors some of the other chains we've launched as well, and so it was cool to see Arbitrum reflect that as well. But Neil, do you have anything else to add?
Um, yeah, I mean, talking to the Arbitrum community, I quickly learned that like this is a community of die-hard builders and lovers of the space, and it was really cool to see how much they really value the speed and the technology that Arbitrum is building. And it seemed like everyone was super excited when I was reaching out to them, and they're excited for this prospect of being working with OpenSea. So I'm excited to see like where the community takes this tool, where the community takes OpenSea, um, and really builds out what projects they can make on here.
And I'd love to add too, just to kind of, I mean, give another like shout to the community. Like I think it was a couple months ago, maybe it was around February or March, where like there was actually like I should say actually a little bit after that, the entire NFC ecosystem outside of Arbitrum was seeing this kind of like free mint kind of phase going on, where like these essentially projects would prop up and essentially be offering free mints for maybe I mean maybe like completing a task or two or something similar to that. That all of that was pioneered on Arbitrum months before, which is like one of the really cool parts, and I think one of the most amazing parts to see kind of flourish while I've been here. Considering I've been here for like pretty much since the chain launched, it's just amazing to see what people can build. Not even far further more than just like a technical perspective, also just from like a social perspective. When you give them, uh, you know, an amazingly quick chain, really cheap fees, and just like so much more room to pretty much experiment and collab with each other. So that was definitely a very exciting phase, and I truly think that going forward, although like NFTs, I think have really only seen kind of one like crazy, enormous cycle so far. Really excited just to see, like what the next couple months, years, etc., is going to bring, especially to the layer two ecosystem that we're kind of building today with you guys alongside the community. Also, want to make sure here if I can mic check David real quick. Uh, let's see. So Twitter Spaces is definitely rugging us right now. So
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm online now. Sorry about that, and great to join with OpenSea.
awesome, awesome. And I think David, I would love to hear a little bit about your thoughts about just generally like what we know, Arbitrum launching on OpenSea today and all that, because I know you have your own history with NFTs, and yeah, just would love to hear kind of your thoughts.
Yeah, it's been really exciting to work with the OpenSea guys. Before I joined Off-Chain Labs and Arbitrum, I was building sort of NFT tooling and analytics, and I was working with the OpenSea API tons. So really great to now be on the other side and working to integrate OpenSea with Arbitrum. And yeah, super excited for the layer 2 NFT ecosystem to really take off from here.
Beautiful. I do want to be cognizant of all the people like wanting to ask questions. I see a bunch of hands being raised. Before we go to questions, though, real quick, OpenSea folk, all I want you to answer is, what is your favorite collection on Arbitrum? You don't have to pick like your all-time favorite. It can just be one of the favorites. So if you say a collection and you don't say another one, people can't get mad at you. It's all right. What do you think? I think I think Baki may be able to go first on this one because he's been interacting with the ecosystem a lot more. But yeah, what do you got?
So like I mean, it's you can't put me on the spot like this. Like there's so many amazing communities that I reached out to, so many amazing projects, but like one project where like the art specifically really like shocked me at how beautiful it was Mythical. Like those samurais are sick. And I keep thinking about wanting to print it out on like a fabric canvas and get it hung up with those like wooden poles, almost like the traditional scrolls on the wall, and having this being posted in like a man cave den with like some samurai swords in there. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah, I can go next. So I got into Arbitrum because of GMX and DopeX, and so I'd have to say GMX Blueberry Club and DopeX Diamond Pepe's was are the two. I cheated a little bit there, but
Oh yeah, those projects are awesome too. Yeah, there's just so many. Honestly, it's tough to pick like one favorite.
I think for me, I mean, generally when I think about community building within, alongside an NFT marketplace, I try to stay pretty agnostic. What I would say is the Pepe meme definitely holds a special place in my heart. So Diamond Pepes were up there, but actually, my family is Hispanic and from Panama, and my grandmother actually has a pet toucan. So when I saw the government toucans for the first time, and I saw how funky the colors were on the different toucans, I would say that one has held the most special place in my heart thus far. But again, um, community building for a marketplace and for so many different amazing communities of folks, we try to stay pretty agnostic over here, but sometimes something just catches your eye.
Oh, that's a good one, Stevie. You know what I noticed? Like when you're searching government toucans on OpenSea, you put it into like gallery view, so it really showcases the art. It almost feels like you've been transported into like Costa Rica and being surrounded by toucans. I actually don't know where toucans exist, so I'm sorry if they don't actually exist in Costa Rica.
No, you got lucky with your guess there. They do.
Yeah, be careful, man. Yeah, close to getting yourself exposed out here. I'm kidding.
I focus on NFTs, not so much toucan, existence.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I haven't seen a toucan or since I started working for OpenSea. I haven't even seen grass since I started here.
Yo, facts. I know, right? No, that's a good point. I mean, who needs grass when you have all these different animals, toucans,
That's what I'm saying.
right? All right, I think now is a great time to cut to some questions from the audience. We have a bunch of hands raised and a bunch of ecosystem partners I see in the chat. Let me see if I can start bringing some up here.
Hi guys, my name is Lizard, and I actually have
Hey.
an amazing project that I've been trying to bring to you guys' attention for the longest, and I'm so humbled you guys let me speak. Um, I created a trading card that is QR'd, so the trading card is valuable because it's QR'd right to the OpenSea network. You know, everybody has like I'm from Jamaica, so this whole NFT space is new. So not a lot of people from my culture knows about it, and they're kind of scared when it comes to digital, fungible tokens and stuff like that. So I've created a product where, if you go on my profile, you'll see it. I have
Hey, Lizard, I don't mean to cut you off, but like we're really trying to focus on questions in regards to like OpenSea and Arbitrum. But if you want to shoot me a DM, we can talk about how we can get your project some more eyes on it.
All right, cool. Again, I'm humbled because you guys are like legend in here, in the whole NFT space. So I thought it was
Yeah,
like a
truly appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much.
again, I'm humbled.
Not gonna lie, I saw the lizard. I was still on like the animal flow, so like they kind of just look lizard Arbitrum. All right, we should have a Rich on now. What's going on, Rich?
Hey, so first I just wanted to say congratulations and shout out to Arbitrum. You know, I'm a big fan of Ethereum aligned protocols, and I know that, you guys are still working on fully decentralizing and stuff, but yeah, so and I just wanted to give a big shout out to OpenSea for even looking at Arbitrum. And can I just like say some of my favorite NFT projects that are on Arbitrum real quick?
Rip. Tell us what you got.
Okay, so personally, I'm a Small Brains fan. I also love Toadstools. I love Swoles. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to say congratulations and then shout out those projects.
Also, I'm loving your cover picture on your profile.
Yep, that's the Small Brains. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to check them out. You got to check out the Small Brains.
Oh, I was talking about your banner pic of Vitalik too.
Oh, my
But yeah,
bad.
the profile too. Both are good. Both are good.
That was a powerful E, by the way. I don't think I've ever heard one that robust. All right, okay. Oh man, that was strong. All right, we invited up. I think we have Kook.
Yeah, what's
There we
what's
go.
up?
How's
How
it
you
going?
doing, Hunter?
How we doing? How we doing? Let's see you on the timeline.
Yeah, dude. Great day for Arbitrum, eh? How you feeling?
I'm feeling small brained, very small brained, but still very happy. Yeah, what do you got for us, Kook? I know you've been doing a lot of helping spreading the word in the ecosystem the past couple of days.
Man, I just jumped into this spaces. Like I just got out of the shower, so I have no idea how long you've been talking or like what's going on. I just wanted to pop in and request to speak and see if you'd let me do it. Tell everyone to follow me on Twitter for like really good shit posts and a lot of small brains content. Usually I just make up the stats and stuff though, so like don't read too much into them. Usually 69% floor increases, stuff like that. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm pumped. I love the whole treasure ecosystem. Like, if you follow me, I'm always talking about them. Like, I'm always in their discords. I think it's an amazing platform. There's really nothing like it. I think it's cool that, I mean, hopefully OpenSea starts to feature like treasure stuff kind of prominently. I have no idea what the relationships are like, but I like, in my mind, three-way handshake between treasure, Arbitrum, and OpenSea should be a really powerful thing. I don't think there's a lot of guys out there thinking like Patton. I think he's like the smartest guy in the space. I got three guys. Who are the top three guys in NFTs? Top three minds. They could be women right now. One of them is not a woman. But I got Patton. I think he's the smartest guy with the biggest ideas. His view of what the metaverse is going to be as an economic layer, the magic thing, super, super important. He's the giga brain for my money. Frank is like the king of hype and marketing. the D Gods guy. Everybody knows him. And then the last guy is Wad, Meme King Seal guy. So no particular order, but like, anyways, this is a huge step. I love the Arbitrum thing. I love Treasure, OpenSea. I don't know. I shit on you guys on Twitter all the time. I hope you don't take it too hard. It's really easy jokes to be made. I actually love you guys. Use you all the time. Yeah, I mean that's it. I don't know what were you guys even talking about? I literally just joined.
That was good enough. Don't worry.
Coop, we're actually giving our deepest, darkest secret away. So,
No, yeah. I mean, if you want, before you leave, just give us your favorite Arbitrum collections. Top 5. Go.
Oh, dude, like top 5, just like Dylon, and Dylon. It's all small brains, man. Like small brains, small brains, small brains, small brains, small brains. It's like Bridge World's cool. I think it's too complicated. It's all math. Math is not a game. Like Treasure hired Strider or brought them on as an in-house game studio. Like if you look at the resume of the people at Strider, they're going to build like a real AAA high fidelity game. The way they're talking about it, this whole idea of making a game is now a game, I think they're going to completely change the genre. Like I don't know, man. So top 5, I got to say someone else. I got a bunch of Toadstools. I love Toadstools. I've been looking at Realm and Tales of Illyria, but honestly, man, I'm the kind of guy, I just build up a lot of conviction. I try to understand the management team. I think I know what's going on in John's head, like a little bit, maybe 20% of it, but that's enough. And I'm just hyper bullish on small brains long term. I think it's super fun. I think it has mass market brand appeal because it's cute, it's accessible. Been around the community a long time. It's super inclusive. It's also fun. Like I'm a bit of a degen troll. They let me have fun. Like they have fun with me. It's just like the whole thing's great. I think there's a lot of things that have to be worked out, like across the industry. Like how are products packaged? How do you onboard normal people? Like no one's going to use Discord. I'll tell you that right now. Like I always take out my phone at bars and show girls small brains, and they love them. And then they're like, "How do I get involved?" Oh, download this app Discord and talk to basement incels 20 hours a day. That's the first step. No one's doing it.
I'm gonna call a hard cap on showing girls your NFTs at bars and having them be interested.
Bro, it works. Hard cap,
No way.
You don't
Cap, hard cap.
Said no one ever.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta go down my timeline. There's video, like this is not made up, man. I wouldn't say it. Just check the timeline.
This sounds like a TikTok series right now, picking up girls with NFTs.
Yeah, I learned it from Function.
Oh man. All right. Well, thanks.
Normal people like smalls. That's the point. Brand appeal, but accessibility to the product has to get easier. I think smalls is going to do it. Like they're doing some creative things, thinking about some creative ways to onboard people. Pretty excited about smalls. Toadstools. I don't know. If you're a nerd, Bridge World, it's not my thing.
Thanks for coming on, Koo.
All right. Thanks for having me, man. You can boot me now.
Exactly. I'm going to give you the boot before you say anything else there. On the fringe.
Peace, guys. Love.
Oh, I love these guys. All right, we're inviting on Weston next. Weston's also been showing love on the timeline as well.
Oh, hey guys! Didn't know you brought me up here. How you doing?
GM, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm super pumped about today and the OpenSea launch. How are you guys?
We are livid with joy. I think, yeah, livid with joy.
Livid with joy. Yeah, I'm happy, angry happy that this is happening. Wishing it would have happened sooner, but it looks beautiful. And already seeing collections across Arbitrum, just flawless transactions, minting. It's all good.
Weston,
warms our heart.
That's great. It does warm my heart as well.
Okay, I'm not going to do top 5 because maybe that's a little too much on the spot. Can you give me at least like top 2 or 3 Arbitrum NFT projects?
Let's see. I'll go top 5. I'll take you up on top 5. Number 1 would be the L2 DAO Welcome to Arbitrum OpenSea project we just launched for free mint on OpenSea. Limited amount, limited time for early adopters. Go ahead and claim it. Number 2 would be Blueberry Club. Number 3 would be Government Toucans. I always say that wrong. Number 4 would be Random Walk, I think. Loved what they did. And then number 5, Small Brains. Yeah.
By the way, love that little show in the beginning. Very welcomed, very welcomed. I think
free.
yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's free. It's honestly, even if it wasn't free, it'd be fun. I think one thing I kind of want to put a little microscope on there. Was Random Walk. That's definitely an OG project. So I know you've been here for a little while.
Yeah, I have. Random Walk was so interesting. Do you remember how they did that? I think that's on OpenSea now, isn't it? Let me check.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, generalized support across the board. So any NFT you have on Arbitrum, we'll appear on OpenSea at this point. But yeah, no, I think the random walks were cool because I remember like back then, like I think like that was actually like one of the first NFT products to really just get like a ton of like kind of notice. Partially due to, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure like Vitalik's dad on Twitter was tweeting out about it at some point because they have like some sort of gamification on it.
Oh wow, I did not know that. But they had like a very unique, I think, generative process, and then it was like if nobody mints for the last like 20 days, all the ETH collected goes to someone, I believe, and so that's I think why I held on to mine. I don't think I won the ETH, but I'll double check and let you know. But yeah, no, super sweet project. And then gosh, there's another one. The DopeX's, what did they do? Like the Bridger or the Diamond Peppy or you know what I'm talking about?
Diamond Pepes.
Yeah, whatever DopeX launched was pretty awesome too. That was a while ago as well, so people might not remember that one, but yeah, they did a couple sweet ones. And now there's just going to be, I think, a ton because we finally have a true L2 outlet for NFTs, which is like, well, okay. I mean, we've had that, but with OpenSea and Arbitrum, kind of the two leaders, I think you could argue in L2 and NFTs. I'm just excited for what's to come. It enables a lot of good stuff, I would say.
Interesting. Question, and this is kind of last cue here before we maybe invite someone else up. I want you to show the L2 DAO a little bit more in terms of the NFTs. What kind of utilities involved there?
Oh, sure. So what we did today actually was totally last minute and totally to literally celebrate OpenSea and Arbitrum. And so we included 19 different protocols that are on Arbitrum. And it's a collection of several thousand NFTs that are completely generative, and they will have the icon of the project's logo. And there's certain rarities and whatnot. So definitely do that. It's just kind of a cool a thing. And then who knows what the utility may be for early adapters, right? May or may not be some. But the other thing then for L2 DAO is that we have our token, which is native on Arbitrum, and then we'll be having staking soon. So by owning an NFT, you'll be able to get utility in the form of additional rev share and a narrative, and it's something that we're big on too. So yeah, to not go down any rabbit holes, join the Discord. We got a pretty fun community, and thanks for having me up here. I'm super happy to chat all things L2 and Arbitrum anytime.
Thank you, Weston. Really appreciate you.
Cheers.
All right, adding on Cairo, and also just a little call out. OpenSea may need to leave a little bit early on this space. I think we may just keep going and bring people up, but just a little call out there. All right,
Yo,
Cairo, how's it going?
what's going on, my man?
The OG, the Toucanor.
Yeah, can you hear me all right?
You're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
beautiful. Well, yeah, super excited about this. This was a very, very pleasant surprise to get earlier this week when we got news that it was coming down the pipe, and it's been super fun interacting with the OpenSea team, getting to talk to them, get everything set up, and hopefully, share Arbitrum NFTs with the world. Right? That's what OpenSea is. So yeah, thanks to you guys, because I know this must have taken a lot of support on Arbitrum's side as well to get things going. And we've been like Arbitrum perma bulls at Shell for a while. For those of you who don't know, we're primarily a DeFi project. We're doing a lot of pretty nerdy, intense stuff with smart contracts to try and improve efficiency, improve composability. And the toucans were literally released as like an April Fool's gag. And there's some screenshot of me saying, "Oh, maybe we'll mint 200." And then 47,000 toucans later, they've come to be this massive sail, on the ship of our community. And it's just been so wonderful, one, watching them take off, and two, like finding ways as a DeFi company to figure out new utility, new financialization for such a big project. So, yeah, I mean, more to come, right?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, Cairo, I just wanted to say what's up. It was so great meeting you this week and chatting with you. I noticed that government toucans has a 0% creator fee. I was wondering what's up with that. What are you guys doing in regards to that? That's super cool. I haven't seen many projects giving up their creator fees.
Oh yeah. So we never really intended to make money off NFTs. Again, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like I think it's a very strong model, especially for art, and allows a lot of art to thrive. For us in particular, we've always seen innovating in DeFi, in AMMs, in sort of more Uniswap-esque financialization as being our strongest suit. And the toucans have always been this theme of like, we've got this very playful, excited community that's been very patient with us, that's been very excited to, put their money in and trust us. How do we give back? How do we recognize the people that were there in the beginning, but also provide a way to have new people join the community? And so, I'm psyched when the price goes up because it's, value for our early users. I'm psyched when the price dips because it's an opportunity for new people to join. And I think, having had it be a free mint and also not taking fees on transactions, there's just sort of like an impartiality or like a pro bono vibe from us as far as the toucans that we really want to keep.
I love that. I love that so much. I'm literally on OpenSea right now, so it's OpenSea.io/government-toucan. Checking you guys out, and the art is so beautiful. You gotta tell me, when are you doing a meetup in Costa Rica with toucans?
We really want to. We do. We're actually, one thing about us, we're a Hawaii based protocol. I think probably the only Hawaii based DeFi protocol. There are no toucans in Hawaii. Um, there probably could be, but it's I think a pretty protected ecosystem. And the whole toucan thing basically came out of, people would come in, they'd say when token, right? Everyone wanted the token, and at some point, someone came in and they said, "Hey guys, when toucan?" And we said, "Oh my god, we got to roll with this. We got to roll with it." And
That's so cool that you're in Hawaii. Can we get a Hawaii fueled aloha?
oh yeah, aloha. Absolutely. If you say aloha in our Discord, by the way, you get a little special reaction. So
No
it's
way.
it's our GM for sure.
All right, so you guys heard it here first. Hawaii party on government toucans.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for chatting, guys. Thanks for doing this. It's gonna be a great ride into 23 and beyond.
Also, Cairo, thanks for the feedback this morning, by the way. Just as some context, they were really helping us out, test out a couple of things before we launched.
Oh yeah. No, you guys are doing the heavy lifting, so thank you.
We need more Caros in the ecosystem. Thanks, dude.
All right. Well, I don't want to hog.
Oh my, I'm so sorry, Caro. I was already removing you. We love you. David, go for it.
Hey, one question I have for the OpenSea team. You mentioned Parth, I think it was in Germany the last couple of weeks, that a big push for you is into new languages. Just exciting to hear that. And what kind of areas are you thinking could be the next big hotspots for NFTs? Where are you focusing your attention next?
Yeah, from a language standpoint, we are going to be supporting. You can probably guess the major ones. We'll have Spanish, French, German. From a region perspective, I think there's a lot of interesting NFT activity happening in East Asia, and so we'll definitely be supporting from a language perspective, right? Like we have a pretty big Korean presence actually, with Clayton, and we'll be adding like Chinese and Korean as well, or and Japanese as well. And I think there's just a lot of interesting projects that are starting to take hold there. There's different games that are happening there as well, and so definitely a region we're keeping an eye on. Very different characteristics, I think, to the U.S. audience, and so I think for us, we're trying to do our homework and like learn and authentically show up there as well. But those are kind of a couple of the areas.
Awesome. I guess some of those areas have been more sensitive to transaction fees and gas fees, so being on Arbitrum and the Layer 2 is also going to help with that push, I would hope.
No, yeah, completely. I think yeah, it's really expensive, right? And I think this is actually kind of what we're all here for, right? It's like how do we actually take this mainstream and how do we bring this like technology and crypto to a billion users? And it's things like Arbitrum that really help. Like they'll onboard a big chunk of the next user base.
Awesome.
Are there certain regions you guys are focused on?
We're hiring a community manager in Australasia, I think, just now, and also a couple of more in Asia. So yeah, certainly we see that as a big area. I'm working on sort of gaming as well, partnerships, and a lot of the teams that we're speaking to on gaming are actually in Europe, which is exciting because haven't seen so much DeFi and NFT stuff in Europe. But it seems like the gaming teams are possibly more focused there, which is nice.
Hell yeah, GameFi is going to be so big. I'm so excited for like the gaming industry to enter NFTs. I was even talking to a few friends like this week. Like I was playing Valorant, and I'm like, imagine these Valorant skins were NFTs. You can be able to like transfer it to your friends or to yourself. Say you want to get a different account, you just buy and sell these cool aesthetics on these games. So I'm very excited about the gaming coming to the NFT realm.
Valorant, come on, dude. I think you mean Call of Duty.
I was playing Call of Duty. I played Warzone for a long time, and I played Fortnite before that. But like, it's just getting old. But Modern Warfare 2 is coming out soon, so I'm gonna hop on that.
When Arbitrum integration. That's all. That's all I have for these guys for Activision. Or I think it's a I think it's a what do you call it? BattleNet now or something. Let me bring on someone else in the crowd. I think we have an ecosystem project here. Smolov. See a couple other people in the audience too, by the way. No worries. I have you on my eyes, my sights. I mean, Smolov, what's going on?
Hey, good evening, GM. How y'all doing?
GM, doing good.
This is Icon on the mic, by the way. Well, on the small love account, by the way. No, well, exciting news, guys, and congratulations. Well, for both parties, by the way.
Totally. Yeah. No. I mean, listen. I mean, this news is as big as it is for us as it is for y'all. Like honestly, as a project, right?
Well, just a quick question, and it's a light one as well. It's not too technical, but basically, will there be a featured page or an Arbitrum spotlight section for RBNFTs on OpenSea?
Yes, I can't completely reveal our roadmap, but you might have noticed like we've redone like our homepage
Rip that
to
band-aid off.
better highlight different
Just rip
collections.
it
Yeah,
off.
No, we're constantly thinking about ways to like highlight and showcase different collections and stuff. So so stay tuned for some of that.
All right, in that
But
case, staying tuned.
if you're looking to discover some great Arbitrum NFT projects, you can always head over to the OpenSea ranking page, and then you can filter by chain. So just pick the Arbitrum chain, and you're going to get a whole list of the top and trending projects happening right now, specifically on Arbitrum.
All right, and yeah, indeed. While I'm doing that right now, it actually shows up small rings. That is great. No, that's excellent. Yeah, subtly, I'm shilling my own project, but yeah, obviously.
I'm starting to understand that small brains are a big brain move.
Yeah.
It's either 20 IQ or 200 IQ. It goes pretty fast.
Wait, Mike. Well, real quick, can you just like TLDR what small it is for those who may not know?
Mike, it's actually Icon, but that's what I was like. Wait,
My
who's Mike?
bad.
Which we've got about like 50 mics in the whole of the Arbitrum space. No, so small love or small brains? Which one?
Small love, small love.
Oh yeah, here we go. Well, actually, what we're featuring is mostly on-chain marriage. So obviously, we're very close and almost symbiotic, to say like that, with Smallverse, and obviously the small brains, getting them married and basically providing them with, and sorry for those who don't know the token yet, with magic. So basically, if they, and I know, Hunter, that you've got your four, that you've got your four rings. So yeah, congrats on those, by the way. But yeah, basically, we're giving a love story, and that basically that's what we're doing here, right? I mean, storytelling, right? So basically, we get giving the love story to one of the absolute favorites of Arbitrum, being Small Brains, as a, let's say, side quest or side story.
I love the storytelling and the narration. I think storytelling is super big in this space, and this is a new chapter in Arbitrum and OpenSea's story, right? It's a different chapter where now we get to work together and build out the space even further.
We might even make a ring for you guys,
Ooh,
get you all
yeah.
married.
Is this? Are you proposing for us? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, proposing basically to be your proposing basically to be your jeweler, your judge, and your priest at the same time.
I
It
love it.
is Vitalik going to join this union by the power invested in him?
It will depend on it will depend on certain factors, and if we have enough space for him and the other body parts.
Okay, all right. Now I definitely got to get you out of here. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, good to talk to you guys. And either way, jokes aside, congratulations again.
Thanks for coming on. I think we may have time for one more. I want to make sure I get Tibor up here. I know you had your hand up for quite some time there. Tibor, the great. How's it
Hey,
going?
how's it going, man?
How we doing, man?
Great.
What
Yeah, I just want
do you got for us?
I just wanted to pop up here and first and foremost for everybody listening, if you don't know about Small Brains, their Twitter handles at Smallverse, SMOLVERSE. So go check us out. We're super fun. Join the Discord, say hi, give you a warm welcome. But I just have one question for the OpenSea team, but I guess I'll ask you guys since they're bounced. Um, like regarding the kind of partnership between Arbitrum and OpenSea, and that synergy with you guys listing through them, what aspect of that are you most excited about?
If you want, I can maybe go first. Does that work?
Sure.
All right, cool. I think if some of y'all didn't see it, I actually put up a thread yesterday. I'll make sure to pin it at some point before we end the live here. But I think it's really just like to me the main thing is exposure. Like I haven't personally kind of like looked at the data and like see how many people are looking at the OpenSea front page or activity screen throughout the day. But I will tell you that it's a really, really big difference in terms of an audience that's probably looking at OpenSea related things versus an audience that's like, you may be using like Arbitrum based projects like Arbitrum DeFi or even some of the projects within the Treasury ecosystem that lives on Arbitrum, right? So to me, it's really just that exposure component that like I'm personally very excited about. It's literally just, almost like having this like, I mean, again, lack of a better comparison, but like this almost like huge kind of like ad that's in front of your face every time you go to OpenSea. Now it's like, oh my god, look, there's a new chain, and now they see a bunch of like different like pixelized monkeys and toucans in Hawaii or something. That's the way I kind of see it. Again, definitely a lot better than it sounds in terms of like a full size ad, but it's just like a new way for people in NFTs to kind of explore Ethereum layer 2 and experience NFTs. And just more exposure for our ecosystem in general, to be honest.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm curious to hear OpenSea's take on it too. Just kind of the contrasting views, and for L2, obviously, it's so exciting for us to be listed on OpenSea and get the opportunity to show all those people. But on their end, like I wonder what excites them most about it.
Yeah, I could chime in. I mean, I would say there's multiple things, but from my perspective, similar to what was just said, which is the opportunity for OpenSea continue to be like a blockchain explorer and to be able to share new NFT projects, kind of with the Ethereum community, the Solana community. I think also for us, there's just a lot of top projects on Ethereum and even Solana that have gotten so high in price points. And I think for us to be able to offer new chains that have, lower cost of transacting, that have a lot of projects that are maybe like, larger relative to the chain, but not as large, particularly from a price perspective from like Ethereum, for example. It just gives us the opportunity to be kind of more inclusive for anybody who wants to enter the NFT space. And also, one really amazing thing is, Solana, different blockchain, different wallet, different currency, like Arbitrum, it just all kind of fits right in super easily for maybe a lot of current buyers on Ethereum. So the opportunity to be more inclusive for new entrants into the space, the opportunity for that we can have to offer like discovery elements for our community members and to just be able to roll out a whole new set of projects, whole new set of chain. It's great for things like onboarding into the space, education around, different blockchains, and just more fun that they can have with different projects. So certainly for me personally on the community side, it's like this opportunity for discovery and exploring new projects. I think maybe Parth or others on the team maybe have also like, either more product or technical perspectives, but for me, that really, really excites us.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a great answer. Thanks for that.
Yeah, and one thing to add is that at this point we've been working with the Arbitrum team for several months, and developed like a really strong relationship. So I think there's also going to be a lot more over like the next like 6-12 months of us doing different things together, and so very excited to kind of go there and help grow the community as well.
Great. I wanted to say one thing on Kook's behalf too. He apologizes for his profile picture. That's not a small. He's really sorry that he didn't rep the smalls right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell him it's the last time he's ever coming up on a space again.
Oh man,
okay.
He does indeed show smalls to people at bars. I can vouch for that. He wasn't making it up. The man's a legend.
Fair enough. We'll take it. It's okay. It's okay.
One other thing I will let all like the OpenSea peeps know and stuff is, even if like the small brains aren't your thing, like Treasure DAO as a whole has a lot of projects that, reach a whole vast amount of different identities. So, be sure to check it out and, find something that suits you. There's a lot of fun little micro communities that kind of come together as a whole, and it's a pretty fun place to be. So definitely check us out.
Thanks for coming on, Tibor.
Peace, guys.
All right, I think we can probably end it off there. I definitely want to be cognizant of your time. That being said, like any kind of call outs from you guys, Baki, Stevie, Parth, before we end off today?
I just got to say I'm super excited for Arbitrum and OpenSea to be working together and having and hosting your NFTs on here. I think there's a lot more to come, and we're gonna kind of leave it on that. Like, just keep your eyes open, keep the announcements on, and keep watching because we're only getting started.
Awesome. I think Stevie's being currently rugged. Okay, yeah, he got kicked out there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and echo that. Thank you, like everybody in the ecosystem. That includes everyone who's here today. All the projects I see, kind of just like chilling in the chat, representing their own, and of course, OpenSea and like everyone involved. Truly, like we say it all the time, but this truly is like an ecosystem effort. That this isn't just Arbitrum, kind of coming to OpenSea. This is like all of you coming to OpenSea in a way. So we really appreciate you guys and all the different projects and kind of culture you bring to Arbitrum, and we hope to keep scaling Arbitrum with you and Ethereum, of course. Thanks for coming on today, guys.
Okay, thank you for
Happy
having us
scaling.
and moderating.
That was beautiful. Yeah, of course. Have a good one, y'all. Peace out.